That counted! Can I just do it again? Completely stopped now. No. I think it's the last one, hopefully. One more? Stopped. Wait, what? One last. Okay. You say so, inner thoughts. Oh, it's going backwards now. It's got 3 weeks of game time. I highly recommend Grease, GRIS, and Neva. Also, there's like a making of Neva video that's totally worth watching. You can find it on the Steam page, but it's by the GRIS, but it's pronounced Grease. It's Spanish and French for gray, but it's a Spanish development company. So I watched the making of video after, and it's a Spanish developer. It's a really good like making of. It's done by Devolver, who's their publisher. But I thought it was like still worth watching. Because they show like all the art that they do for it and stuff and how they do it. Yeah, I ended up buying like the Neva blanket, and I bought the GRIS Grease poster and the Neva poster. So is this how many like animals I killed? I don't know what, like... Watch over if you start a new game. Interactions will be quicker, elevator sequence faster, mobile run instead of walk. Interesting. I think this game should have maybe had those as the default after a certain point, maybe. So I got some ending in this game. Interesting. Yeah, I think this game just needed like better checkpoints, or like a Goldfish, how you doing? Or just like a faster like spin up to where you were. That might have helped a lot. Like just having the ability to like hit F, skip to exactly where you were in the previous game, or the previous like session. This game was okay. I liked it in theory. I think just the some of like the execution maybe like I didn't totally love. No. Goldfish, how are you doing? No? No? Just no? Let's see here. I think we are going to take a quick BRB. And then I'm going to start actually the next game, which is
Happy Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
I can't take it anymore.
Thank you. I'm just switching to a view where I can actually start the game because we're gonna start we're gonna start some battle royale. All right, CDD. Let's see here. Battle royale. Node server. All right. Getting everything set up for localhost. All right, we ready? Your butt? Yeah, your butt. If you want to join Battle Royale, you really don't have to do much other than join. There'll be some cursing and aiding as we get further into the game, but otherwise, just exclamation mark JOIN if you do want to join. And then we'll get going. Guess I might as well do this. I don't know. Wait, is this set to seems like it is. Oh yeah, it's set to music. There we go. Yeah, why not? Where's the head of that butt? Ya butt. But yeah, exclamation mark JOIN will start in about 15 seconds. I guess I might as well just like do this too. Make it fun? I don't know. Could not. I think I'm addicted to that new view, which is maybe a problem. I just want to put it on like every single thing. All right, I think now is a good time to start. I'm of course going to join. All right, ready? On your mark. Let me know if like the music's too loud or something like that, and I can turn that down too. This is the impatient watching computer games. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, welcome to the impatient watching computer games. The digital arena is primed. Tensions are high and our contestants are ready to clash. May the strategy? Oh God. May the strategy be swift and the gameplay legendary. Let the games begin. I almost said like strategery, which is a thing. I could try to use this microphone. This is more.
This?
No. This? It's a little too much. All right, we'll do. Oh, we'll just do this. The bots will come in just 1 second, but this is more fun for me to use this microphone because it's more like commentating. On your mark, get set. Here we go. The tribute acceptance is closed, and we have the contestants UB1, Goldfish, Kevin, Sailor Frogs, myself, Robotnim, Cheddar Goblin, and Vin Diesel. Day one starts with me scrolling too far too quickly. UB1 getting natured to start off and everything. Goldfish finding a fractured blade, which hits for 6 HP. Kevin finding an ancient berry, which heals for 4. Sailor Frogs finding an execute, which hits for 2. And myself getting natured. Robotnim finding a Snorlax, which hits for 4. Cheddar Goblin spending this turn out in the wild, cold, naked, exposed, taking 1 damage. Vin Diesel finds a Pharaoh, which hits for 4. Good progress made by all finding some stuff other than just a few of us who just managed to spend the time naked and by ourselves. If you want to curse or aid, now's the time. Throw those commands up there. Exclamation mark CURSE space the username and then exclamation mark AID. Also the username. We'll get started in the next 10 seconds at the count of 80. The lower left-hand corner. Count of 80 starts with day number 2 starting. Here we go. Day number 2 starts with Goldfish attacking myself with that fractured blade gain from the last one. 6 damage to me. I attack back with only fists because that's all I've got, dealing 1 damage. The attack back comes in the form of 6 damage, which kills me outright. Goldfish discards that fractured blade since it doesn't need to be used to kill me any longer. And no resurrection for me. Cannon fire for Matnum sounds something like this. Kevin hides by burning themselves in sand or dirt. Sailor Frogs attacks UB1 with an execute. And it is a critical hit. UB1 taking 6 damage from the execute from Sailor Frogs. And attacking back with only fists, as only UB1 has fists. Sailor Frogs attacking back, dealing 2 damage and discarding. UB1 manages to flee before any further damage happens. Robotnim attacks UB1 Kenobi with a Snorlax, dealing 4 damage, and UB1 has died. This is a record for me and UB1, both dying in the second turn. Vin Diesel coming back to Cheddar Goblin with the Pharaoh, dealing 4 damage. Cheddar Goblin attacks back with just fists. Vin Diesel only doing 1 damage. Vin Diesel attacks Cheddar Goblin with the Pharaoh, dealing the 4 damage. Vin Diesel discards Pharaoh since it cannot be used any longer and comes back with fists. And it is a critical miss this time. Vin Diesel attacks Cheddar Goblin with fists. Cheddar Goblin takes 1 damage and dies. This is a kind of a record that 3. We got to do cannon fire for UB1, who did not resurrect, and Cheddar Goblin, who also did not resurrect. Wow. 3 down in 1 round. It is rare, but it happens. Goldfish, Kevin, Sailor Frogs, Robotnim, and Vin Diesel still hanging in there with just 1 damage dealt to some. Kills in the realms of Robotnim, Vin Diesel, and Goldfish Gig. If you want to use the curses, it's per round. You can only use them once per round. But you got a whoa out of that one. So you can use curse and aid now for the end of the round to see how we do. But day 2 ends with 3 dead. There's only 5 standing. You lost your track of who killed you? You got killed by Robotnim. And a Snorlax. We'll start day 3 in just a few seconds. Everything's looking good. On your mark, get set, go. Day 3 begins with Kevin's going to lead this round. Tulsa Invader spends his turn out in the wild, getting natured. Robotum attacks Goldfish Gig with the Snorlax. Goldfish Gig takes the 4 damage. Robotum discards Snorlax, and it's just down to fists with Goldfish missing. Robotum coming back with fist, dealing 1 damage, and Goldfish manages to flee. Goldfish finds a worn throwing axe, which hits for 2. Sailor Frogs hides by hiding underneath a canopy of a large fern. Vin Diesel gets natured. We end this turn. If you want to use those aids and curse commands, now is the time, Goldfish. They should have reset, I think. Oh, wait. Goldfish, you can't use them because you're in the game. However, Pilgrimage, you're not in the game. And UB1's also not in the game. Can you aid or curse if you're alive? No, you cannot. Unalive. How is it rigged? You're in the game. Not only are you in the game, but you have a weapon and 1 kill. But UB1 cursing Robotum, but Robotum has nothing left to lose. So nothing can be damaged. We'll start the turn at the count of 95 in the lower left-hand corner. On your mark, get set, bake. Day 4 starts with Robotum finding an Aerodactyl, which hits for 4. Kevin hiding in a swamp with reeds as cover. Sailor Frogs finding a cracked boomerang, which hits for 2. Vin Diesel witnessing a field of sunflowers swaying in the gentle breeze, healing for 2. Goldfish, however, decides that Vin Diesel doesn't deserve that peaceful moment and hits them with a worn throwing axe, taking back that 2, but discarding it in the process. Vin Diesel managing to flee. And we end Goldfish hit Gig sitting at that 4 out of 10. The whole thing is technically rigged. I mean, not really. There is like well, the second that I start the server, it does just establish the randomness. So rigged is technically correct. It's random, but how random it is determined the second that it launches. There's no real randomness in programming, as you'll find out. If you went to aid or curse and you are not alive, so UB1, myself, or Cheddar Goblin, if that was real, could theoretically curse or aid. Still rocking 666 followers. That's what I like to see. Gotta maintain that. All right, here we go. We'll start at the count of 105 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Day 4 ends and day number 5 starts with Robotum attacking Vin Diesel with the Aerodactyl. It is a critical hit for 12 damage and Vin Diesel has died. Is there a chance for resurrection? Yes, but it did not happen. Cannon for Vin Diesel. Kevin spends his turn getting natured, taking 1 more damage, ending at an 8 out of 10 on that one. Sailor Frogs manages to say, Kevin, no 8 out of 10, and gets a cracked boomerang, and it's a critical hit, dealing 6 damage. Kevin manages to flee before Goldfish gets natured, taking 1 damage. We're down to 4, and what 4 means is we're going to do some gambling, and I can't use this microphone anymore. Hold on. I gotta type. I gotta use this microphone. The curses have started. We're gonna do a prediction. Who will win? All right, who will win? All right, we got Tulsa Invader, Sailor Frogs, Gotta spell things correctly. We got goldfish gig. I can just copy and paste. Why do I not do this every single time? All right, tallest invaders, sailor frogs, goldfish gig 1711, and Robotnum. The prediction is up now. We got 2 minutes to do the gamblings. But yeah. You can also influence those things if you'd like. I don't think, has Sailor Frogs ever won? Just in case. I'll do an aid for Sailor Frogs. We'll do a curse for Robotnum. Sorry, Robotnum. Let's see here. UB1 has Curse Robotnum. Well, Robotnum has nothing to lose after what UB1 does, damaging the Aerodactyl. And Sailor Frogs finding a Vulpix. Kevin getting aid from UB1 Kenobi. Kevin has the power of Caitlin's mushroom / poop, which heals for 6. That's a powerful healing item. We'll get going at the count of 60 seconds because we have ends in 1 minute. Kevin currently has 700 points or channel points voted on. Sailor Frogs 3,000. Goldfish gig 1711 100. Robotnum is getting a big old fat 0. You voted for yourself? That's an interesting strategy. If you can get other people to like join in on that. All right, submissions are closed. We got 800 for Kevin. Sailor Frogs is sitting at 3,000. Goldfish gig 100. Robotnum still at that 0. All right, let's get going. Here we go with the final 4. Sailor Frogs attacks Kevin with a cracked boomerang, dealing the 2 damage. Kevin has died. Sailor Frogs looting off the corpse of Kevin. Ancient berry and the poop.
No.
Cannon fire for Kevin. Goldfish gig spending his turn out in the wild, getting natured for 1 damage. And that's the end of this particular turn. Robotnum, Sailor Frogs, and Goldfish gig 2 out of 10. Here we go. We're in the final 3. If you want to aid or curse, now is the time. Sailor Frogs with 2 healing items and 1 weapon. Robotnum 10 out of 10 and 1 healing item. I think if we're doing anything, it's probably cursing Robotnum. You know what? Robotnum getting that magic leaf wrap taken away. Goldfish getting a Nidoking, which hits for 6. UB1 making sure the Robotnum has nothing left to go on. We'll start at the count of 90. Get those aids and curses in. We're at 4, 3, 2, 1. Goldfish getting a wheezing at the very, very end, too. Here we go. Day 7 starts. Robotnum not getting any favors by taking 1 damage being naked out in the wild. Sailor Frogs witnessing golden autumn leaves falling in a flurry. Healing for 1. Goldfish Gig, however, attacks Sailor Frogs the Nido King, dealing a 6 damage. Sailor Frogs attacks back with the Vulpix, dealing a critical hit. Goldfish Gig taking 6 damage. And Goldfish Gig has died. Sailor Frogs making sure that the Nido King and Wheezing is looted off that corpse. There is no resurrection for Goldfish Gig, and we have cannon fire for Goldfish Gig. It is down to the final 2, Robotinum and Sailor Frogs. 9 out of 10 and 4 out of 10, with the weapons and healing items in the favor of Sailor Frogs. Equal kills, but health on the side of Robotinum. So here we go. I'm also gonna let's see if we can get Sailor Frogs. Let's do some aid. Cannibalize. So Kevin giving Sailor Frogs aid in the form of a Sea King. Kevin cursing Robotinum, making sure nothing left to lose. UB1 making sure Robotinum has nothing left to lose. Sailor Frogs also getting a Blood Essence, a Golem, and Goldfish Gig making sure the Robotinum is kicked while down. Magnemite coming in for Sailor Frogs. We'll start at 105, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final round, most likely day 8 starts with, nope, not going to be final round. Robotinum hides, which means Sailor Frogs gets to heal, taking an Ancient Berry to heal 4 HP, and it is back on. 9 out of 10 and an 8 out of 10. Here we go. Pretty much even, other than the fact that Robotinum has nothing to do except hide. Sailor Frogs with a entire arsenal at their disposal. Aid or curse, feel free. We'll start early on this one at the count of 55. Feel free to go for it, though. The robot's hiding. The robot's hiding. The robot has nothing. What's funny is, like, the curses and aids, because they impact resurrections, Robotinum has, like, the largest chance to resurrect. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. It's, like, such a small chance, but it would be kind of funny if Robotinum manages to resurrect. We got Tallest Invader, making sure Robotinum has nothing. Goldfish Gig, giving Sailor Frogs aid in the form of some magic water vial. Sailor Frog's also getting a worn out mace and a mega potion. I think we're ready to go. At the count of 100, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Coming in, day 9. Is day 9 still like a Magic the Gathering streamer? I don't know, but that's how I know that word. Day 9 starts. Robotinum finds a Zapdos, which hits for 6 HP. Oh, here we go. Sailor Frogs meets Ordinary Greg, who swears to hunt down Robotinum and Greg them hard. Ordinary Greg finds Robotinum and howls at the moon. Ordinary Greg attacks Robotinum with Greg's fist, dealing 5 damage. Robotinum attacks back, however, with a Zapdos, critically hitting Ordinary Greg. Ordinary Greg comes back with fists and misses. This is a rare opportunity for Robotinum to kill Ordinary Greg. Robotinum attacks Ordinary Greg with Zapdos, doing 6 damage. Robotinum discards Zapdos. Ordinary Greg attacks with Greg's fist, and it is a critical hit. Robotinum takes 15 damage. There was a lot of damage dealt in this one. Will Robotinum, however, resurrect? Robotinum has resurrected back from the dead. The thing that I said earlier was unlikely to happen happened. So here we go. Day 9 ends. Robotinum has resurrected. So here's the thing about cursing. The more you curse somebody, the greater chance they have for resurrecting. The more you aid somebody, the less likely they have to resurrect. So yeah. What do you mean? So in terms of rigging, this is actually the one opportunity you have to unrig, I think.